So let me set the scene for you. I don't have to. I'm sure you figured it out. Here are these workers, these migrant workers, most of whom I would be willing to wager were without proper documentation to be in the country, this country, and working. Now, the fact that they were in this country and working meant that their paychecks were nicked for withholding taxes, Social Security taxes, all the deductions that any worker, documented or not, American citizen or not, would have to pay. But the workers were subjected to some real ugly shit by these white people because the reason white people did it was because they could do it. I'm talking Mississippi. In a statement, Koch Foods said it has long maintained that the allegations of mistreatment were contrived and fabricated as part of a coordinated effort to obtain work authorizations through visas. The company was in the process of obtaining discovery of the visa information on the plaintiffs when the case was settled, according to Koch's statement. Now, what does that mean? It means, first and foremost, the capitalist pig sons of bitches at the Koch Foods Company hired people because they wanted cheap labor. They're not going to get white people. They may get a few African Americans from this depressed area of Mississippi, but most of whom they're going to hire are illegal, undocumented, I should say, immigrants. Now, did Koch take the time to check the papers to see if the people were documented? Of course not. Fuck no. Why would they do that? If they did that, then they would be fully aware that they were breaking the law, and they wouldn't hire undocumented workers who they can then turn around and sexually harass, underpay, brutalize, and treat like shit. So the Koch Food Company in Mississippi signed apparently a consent order. The Koch Foods corporate director of human resources, one Bobby Elrod, said in a statement, quote, "We are pleased the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission and the plaintiffs have cooperated to resolve this litigation." Doesn't that sound wonderful? He also said Koch Foods is committed to continuing to provide a work environment where each person is treated with dignity as we implement the consent decree in this matter. Now, it's my understanding a consent decree is where the defendant, a corporation, whatever, in a case like this, signs an agreement that says, we didn't do what we're charged with, but we'll never do it again. It's a bullshit pile of horse fuck that these American corporations and their corporate masters use to avoid having some kind of a negative litigation result on their corporate record. Oh, we didn't do it, but we'll pay $4 million and we won't do it again. But we didn't do it. The lawsuit alleged sexual harassment, retaliation, and national origin and race discrimination. After investigating the complaints brought by the 11 workers, the Obama EEOC filed its own suit on June 29, 2011, for similar allegations, alleging discrimination against a class of Hispanic workers at Koch Chicken Processing Plant in Morton, Mississippi. The company has 2 other plants in Mississippi. Okay. That was a year ago. So what happens a year later? Here's what happens a year later. These dirty, filthy corporate officers wait a year. And then they conspire with the Trump administration to not tell the workers at their plant that they know are undocumented. as the Trump administration, this Nazi fucker, gets ready to raid and arrest 600 people. So Koch Industries waited a year, Koch Food of LLC of Mississippi, they wait a year. And then finally, when the hammer comes down, the corporate officers of this filthy, stinking place can sit back on their large white asses and laugh their asses off. Because not only did they retaliate against the workers, the 11 workers, but they sent a clear message. You fuck with us, an American corporation, we will take your children. We will fuck with you so bad you won't be able to walk upright. We will destroy the minds of your children. You fucking Mexicans and you Guatemalans that come up here to work, shut the fuck up and do what we tell you. That's the message that Koch Foods sent Saturday a week ago. And Trump knew it. This filthy company knew it. The company officers knew it. ICE knew it. You want to talk conspiracy? Fuck Jeffrey Epstein. You want to talk conspiracy? Here's your conspiracy. And in every one of these, Trump is involved up to his filthy goddamn face. This is how capitalist corporate America responds when they are caught treating human beings like shit, which is what these factories did, these chicken factories did to these workers. When they're caught and they sign a consent decree that says, oh, I never did that, but I won't do it again, then they wait and they wait until the time is right. And then they crush these people. These are fucking Nazis. These are people who shouldn't be in business. So there's the backstory to what happened Saturday a week ago when this pig son of a bitch, Trump, was in El Paso talking about how he had a bigger crowd than Beto did. It's gotten to the point where even to talk about the toxic narcissism, the malignancy of this president is just, it's a waste of time. There has never been anyone in the presidency like this monster. Never. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to the ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.